So I know you're not tired of hearing this, but baby, self-love is the key to happiness. It's the key to generate that inner peace you so desperately desire. Self-love is the best kind of love. I'm not here to force you. I'm not here to just tell you love yourself, just love yourself. I'm here to give you practical tips. I'm here to share 3 self-love habits that changed my life, and hopefully this will help you on your self-love journey, because self-love is actually a journey. It's a practice. Okay, now let me start by saying self-love has nothing to do with wearing expensive makeup. It has nothing to do with wearing expensive or classic attire. It has nothing to do with taking yourself out on a date, because you can actually do all that claiming you love yourself, but you know deep down you don't. And yes, while you partake in these activities, you know, when you spend money on yourself, give yourself a spa treatment, binge watch your favorite TV shows, eat your favorite food, you might actually feel you love yourself. You could be happy, but it's just for a moment. Over time, you will still despise or hate yourself or hate your body. Moreover, these are all self-care habits. There's a huge difference between self-care and self-love. Self-love is a state of appreciation for oneself. Okay, self-love is having high regard for your own well-being and happiness. It's loving yourself the way you are, regardless of whatever the public says about you. So be sure that both externally and internally you are okay. It's not just about fixing your outward appearance. Make sure inside out is perfect. Make sure you are happy inside out, and you're not just like fooling the public claiming you love yourself. The first way to love yourself is self-appreciation. Now this means seeing yourself exactly the way you are and valuing yourself for it. It means seeking meaning in yourself even though you're at your lowest. It means showing compassion and gratitude to yourself. You have to express gratitude to yourself. Don't forget to thank yourself for anything you set out to do each day. Give yourself a pat on the back. Tell yourself, well done, you did a good job today. And also celebrate the little milestones. I honestly don't know who brought out this idea or this mentality of you only appreciate yourself when you hit it big. The problem with most of us is that we don't even take time to notice, we don't even take time to celebrate the little wins. We just want to hit it big before we can appreciate all of ourselves, which is totally wrong. It's not supposed to be done that way. You have to take notice of the little wins, the little achievements, celebrate them. Say you just got 100 subscribers on YouTube, you have to be happy. You have 100 followers on Instagram, you have to be happy. Take notice of those little wins. The fact that you are alive and breathing is everything. Plus, you need to stop chasing people's approval. Feel good about yourself. Stop letting other people decide your worth. Now, this is what many of us do. We let others decide whether or not we are good enough, and when you don't get appreciated, you start to feel useless, and this self-hate comes up. So instead of asking for others' acceptance, learn to appreciate yourself. Nobody, absolutely no one, will appreciate you if you do not appreciate yourself. This is something I've come to discover. This is something I've come to notice. Humans are most likely to value those who cherishes themselves. Okay, now the second way to love yourself unconditionally is by reprogramming your mind and understanding your own self-talk. Imagine you grew up hearing harsh words from your parents, or imagine you grew up hearing your parents throw curses at you, or let's just imagine a kid who grew up hearing harsh words from friends and families. Okay, you know, harsh words like you're not good enough, you're a mistake, you know, stuff like that. The person is bound to start seeing him or herself that way because our subconscious mind absorbs messages and conclusions at a very young age. And one thing about the subconscious mind is that it can't filter information. It just believes everything. Our subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's true and what's not true. It doesn't know the difference between what's good and what's bad, what's healthy and what's unhealthy. It basically absorbs any information, and this affects our choices and decisions every single day. Because if your subconscious mind evolves around the negatives, you know, if your subconscious mind holds negative beliefs, ideas or notions, your life and experiences will evolve around the negatives. And I'm not saying this to scare you. That's just how life is, because you create your own reality. Whatever you focus on is what you draw into your life. And please don't be too hard on yourself. It's not your fault that your subconscious mind absorbs messages and conclusions at a very young age. But now that you're aware, it's now time to reprogram your mind. Now this is where understanding your own self-talk comes in. So I'm going to use myself as an example. I'm going to give you a little say history about me. So I grew up hating myself because at a very young age I heard a lot of trash about me in school, in church, from strangers, elderly women in the marketplace, from people I tried to with friends. Like, a lot of nonsense. Okay, I don't want to dive too deep, but whatever I went through back then really affected my choice, my decision, my personality and all. But over time I learned to reprogram my mind by talking to myself. And yes, everybody talks to You may or may not be aware, but we talk to ourselves in our own mind. So I was once a skeleton. No, that didn't come out right. So I was once called a skeleton, and this is something I was so used to that you may not call my name, but once you use that word skeleton, like I did for you, I'm there for you. And it's not, please, I don't want to use that word skeleton. I was just skinny, and then my kind of skinny was just so out of this world. My clavicle hair was just so deep, like if I laugh, it's like all shows and all, like it's just like that. But I had to make a conscious effort to talk to myself, to program my mind. Please feel free to name your own subconscious mind. I named my own subconscious mind so that anytime it brings words like I'm not good enough, I'm skinny, I'm ugly, I get to talk to it like one-on-one. And now the bottom line here is just turn each negative self-talk to a positive self-talk, to a positive affirmation. At first it's going to be hard, but it's needed. Say you have always been feeding yourself that you are a skeleton and you are skinny. Try to say things like, I know I'm not skinny, I'm beautiful the way I am. Try to change the negative self-talk to a positive self-talk, okay? The next tip to love yourself, or should I say the next habit I would love you all to adopt, is the mirror technique. Now, during your self-love journey, on your journey to self-love, this mirror technique is very necessary. The mirror is where you see yourself. It's where you see your own, your own self. So the next time you stand next to a mirror, don't just identify your flaws or imperfections alone. Identify those good things you love about yourself. And yes, let me tell you something, you love yourself. There has to be one thing that you love about yourself. The reason why you can't see anything you love about yourself is because you have refused to. It's because you are stubborn to see it. And if you can't see it, it's fine. I mean, meet your parents or your siblings or any trusted friend. Let them tell you things they love about you. It could be the way you smile, it could be your eyes, it could be your lips, it could be your face, it could just be the way you walk. There has to be something. It could be your level of intelligence, okay? So next time you stand next to a mirror, don't just identify your flaws. See, we all have flaws and imperfections, but we don't let it define us. Everybody has their own flaws. Nobody is perfect, okay? So the next time you stand next to a mirror, don't go just cursing yourself. Don't go just saying how big your nose is or how big your teeth is or how... Please, also say how lovely you are to yourself. See the good things about yourself, appreciate yourself, fight negative self-talk, say some positive affirmations, and be your own greatest hype man. Nothing will go wrong if you're your own greatest hype man. Like, I'm my own greatest hype man. Yes, I have friends, families, and loved ones that hype me up and gas me up, but nobody hype me up the way I do. And that's how life is supposed to be. You should learn to hype your own self, okay? At first, when I started facing the mirror, it was just so uncomfortable because I'm somebody that hates camera. I just don't like the sight of camera, pictures, anything. But now look at me now. So when you're starting this mirror technique, don't go there too often. Just go there and say some positive things to yourself and leave. When you speak positive things about yourself consciously, you are tapping into your own subconscious mind, thereby creating your own reality. Now, let me be honest with you, self-love does not happen overnight. You cannot love yourself overnight. Journey to self-love is a continuous process because you are constantly growing, you are constantly evolving. So it's not just a one-time something. Okay, for a constant practice, it will settle itself into the heart. Baby, it's your beauty for me, it's your eyes for me, it's your lips for me, it's how handsome you are for me, it's your level of intelligence for me, okay? So please treat yourself like your own best friend and don't be too hard on yourself, okay? Alright, it's Wendy here, or you can call me Dawn. I'm a content creator based in Nigeria and I create content about self-development and self-improvement. If you found this video helpful, please give this video a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and I will see you in the comment section.